Recording.
Hey guys!
Hey, Lauren.
Tabitha.
Yep. And so we are going to talk a little bit today about exterior aesthetics.
Yeah, and just quick small fixes
Yeah.
that can really push you to the extra level
Right.
When listing your properties.
Yep. Just those little things that you don't even think about because you're so focused on making sure the inside is perfect that you neglect little things like making sure all your fixtures on the exterior of your home have fresh light bulbs in them. And
or that they're updated even.
Right.
You know, like, so if you've got carriage lights outside on your garage,
Yeah.
like if they're those little bit older gold fixtures and things like that, you can get really inexpensive ones at local stores like Home Depot and Lowe's.
Even Walmart.
And Walmart even has them now, yeah. And they're really easy to install.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't
absolutely.
understand. And there's even motion censored ones nowadays. So, I mean, you can get as fancy or as little as you want. Yeah.
And they're really easy to replace. So light fixtures is a big thing. Making sure that you don't have cobwebs all over the outside of your house.
Oh, yes.
Like hanging off of the soffit and fascia and around the windows. And so just going around with a broom.
Right. Or even in the doorway.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many times I walk into spider webs or
Yes.
like, it's not fun to eat those.
Yeah, exactly. Because you may always enter your house through the garage, but you have to remember when people are coming to look at your house, when your house is for sale, we're
Straight
coming through the front
door.
door. And if our first impression is that all the potted plants are dead and the doormat is dated and disgusting
dingy,
and there's cobwebs, well, that needs to be fixed.
Definitely.
So.
And along with cobwebs and insects, this is also the season, guys. The bees are out there and the wasps are building nests, and you get those, what are those, like the mud diggers or whatever they're called, where they build up the mud tunnels on your walls. You just want to make sure and be cautious of those. Get any kind of pest control out to help remedy the circumstances. If you've got high like peaks or anything like that, make sure that they're not up in there, because you never know, somebody walking through the property could actually have an allergic reaction if they're stung.
They could not show your house because of the bees. I've had that happen several times.
Birds are also up there too. So I have birds that try to nest in my front porch.
Attack birds.
They are.
Yeah, like barn sparrows.
Yes.
They will attack you. They will straight up come for you.
Yes. So yeah, try to prevent any birds' nests from forming.
Yep.
And if it's a vacant house, just make sure that your agents are going through and cleaning it and making sure it's upkept.
That main first impression. So, a few other things you can do that are real easy fixes. Painting your front door. So a fresh coat of paint on a front door with a nice wreath is amazing, because that first impression, you only get one chance.
Yes.
And, so that's a good one. Freshen up your shutters. You can just paint your shutters, or you can pick up replacement shutters. I mean, you can even get them at Habitat for Humanity and spray paint them whatever color you want. I mean, it's not a hard thing.
Gutters.
Yeah, gutters.
Like making sure they're cleaned out, because we just went through the pollen and all of the things that might have got collected, like the pine needles that are now falling off the pine trees. So because it's turning into greenery versus just the standard pine needle.
Exactly.
So they will all actually end up building up and backing up, which can back up and end up causing problems into your roofing.
Yeah, and debris on your roof is another big one. I mean, if we pull up to show a house and the first thing we see is branches all over the roof and roof stains, you automatically, your mind goes to it needing a new roof. Well, it might be a perfectly fine roof. That roof could have 15 years on it. Right. But the stains just lead us to think that. Yeah. And they sell roof cleaner at Home Depot that you can just spray on the roof and you just leave it. And miraculously, I don't know what it does.
It just cleans itself.
Yeah, exactly. It just gets rid of those stains. So just a few things to think about if you are listing your house, or if your house is on the market and you're not getting any offers. It may be something outside and not inside.
Same with the grass. A lot of people, we're all in the South. We all understand how the weather goes now. We're in that weed time frame.
Yes.
Make sure it's mowed. Make sure that if you have any dead spots, you can get sod relatively inexpensive. So if you have dead spots, try to replace it with some sod, or seed and straw it. Whatever needs to be done to help rectify that situation. Make sure that they're mowed down and that you might have a weed treatment in place. Because again, there's just those small details that will set you aside from other people.
Absolutely. And a lot of our buyers now, with the apps and the internet, they will actually drive past a long list of houses to narrow down for their agent which ones they want to see.
Before even letting us know.
And if they come past yours, even if they love the interior pictures, if the outside looks like crap, you're going to get knocked off that list.
Yeah.
And these are simple things that literally cost you nothing but a little sweat.
A little sweat and a little
maybe,
time.
Yeah, maybe a broom and, you know, some light bulbs. So
Right.
we're not talking about, I think the most expensive thing we mentioned might cost you $100.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're talking about cheap fixes that make a huge difference. And just don't neglect the outside.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, like you said, take time and spend on the inside. Another big thing for me personally that I have a lot of my clients point out, you know, if a mat's been sitting there for too long and you go to lift up the mat, because you got to think that homeowner is going to take their doormat with them or whatever the outside mat is, and it's all like muddy and gunky and like mildewy underneath. A quick power washing, it's quick, easy. You can even buy or rent one from, again, Home Depot or Lowe's. There's companies out there that will power wash relatively quick and for inexpensive amounts of money. So your whole driveway, your sidewalk, it just really gives it like a new breath of fresh air.
It does, where it's not all stained with mud and just looks,
gunky.
Yeah, exactly. So just don't neglect the outside of your house when you're thinking about selling. And if you are thinking about selling and you want us to come by and give you an opinion of what needs to be done, we're always happy to do that.
Always happy,
so just reach out. And everybody, I hope you have a great day.
Yes.
Thanks
Bye,
so
guys.
much for watching. Bye.